I was a little younger than Bob was when I started.
Yeah.
And my dad's a carpenter. Both my parents are hobbyist musicians. And my dad was always bringing home scraps of wood from stuff he was working on. And one day he brought home a piece of wood that was big enough for me to cut a guitar out of. And I loved guitars. I was playing guitar and piano. I thought...
He wasn't crawling yet, but he was...
I was maybe,
really young.
Maybe 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so I tried to build a guitar, and kind of like your electric guitar.
You were 8?
And it blew up. It blew up into a million pieces because I didn't know how to put a guitar together yet. So
I think that's so cool though that I would never imagine it possible to just make a guitar as a kid. You said, I'm going to do this, okay.
Why not?
Well, nobody told you you couldn't, right?
Exactly, that was exactly it. If nobody tells you you can't do something, well, go and try it.
We both had parents that made things.
Yeah, so when you're a kid, if something blows up, that's almost as good as, maybe even better, if it worked. So I thought,
cool.
that was great. That was really sad, but that was great. I'll try again. I kind of just always built guitars. Aside from playing music, building guitars was all I've ever really done.
Yeah.
So I started a company when it was, you could call it a company, it was just me. But I was, in my mid-teens maybe.
He was making legit guitars when he was a teenager.
Wow.
So by the time I finished college, I realized, wow, I have spent the last, the last 15, 16, 17 years as a professional guitar maker. I have a several-year waiting list.
Yeah.
And all my bills are paid. I guess I'm a guitar maker.
And so you were looking for somebody to sort of...
Our paths crossed.
Yes. Okay, so you knew each other.
Yeah. We knew of each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
We knew of each other, but we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
But I needed somebody to take over for me and specifically for Larry Breedlove, who's retiring in a few months from now as we're sitting here. 5 years ago I asked Larry, because Larry and I always designed our guitars together, and asked him when he was going to retire, and he said 5 years. And I thought, I'm going to have to find somebody for the next generation. And so I put together this list. It's kind of a cool story. It's like, dear God, I need one guitar maker who's a pro player, who's self-taught, who's a better builder than I am, who's a good guy, who can make a lifetime commitment, who's from San Diego, who has 20 years of experience, who's less than 30 years old,
Wow.
And
that's a tough list.
It's a tough list. And then Andy was playing. Jason Mraz was playing in our booth one year, and Andy was playing guitar for him, and we got reacquainted on that day, and then we got together socially afterwards with another guitar making friend of ours, and all of a sudden I'm like, gosh, I was sitting at a traffic light one day and just went down and checked every box on my list next to Andy's name. And I thought, he's the guy. So we talked about it, and he switched where he makes guitars.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
But he's really special in his ability to make guitars sound the way he's hearing in his head. He can, if he wants it to sound a little more this way or a little more that way, he's a lot better than I am at knowing exactly what to do to make that happen.
Right.